Dog, it's
tough.
I appreciate Ava DuVernay though, man.
Yeah, that's
like super duper.
Like as a visual and like just the project itself, man, I thought it was super dope.
She's so cold, bro. She like just cold for real.
Yeah.
You talk about Kendrick Perkins getting mad at Kyrie,
getting all sassy and shit.
Kyrie hit one of his chicks, I think.
Yeah,
bro.
Man.
That's what that looked like. Like, why are you so mad, fam?
I wonder what he did for real. I don't care where he go.
I mean, because
had to be something because he's talking with his hands and shit, man.
He said he don't like the way he handled the whole Celtics situation this year, but Kendrick Perkins done played for a few teams. You ain't that invested in the Celtics organization. I mean, this need to be baseline and who caught the beats, because did y'all see Anthony Joshua? Fam.
Who got hit worse though, Anthony Joshua or Cam Cole-Hart?
Oh, definitely Cam Cole-Hart, man. Like
we didn't really see him get.
I don't know, man. Like the babe, like can you imagine how hard a dude got to hit you for your pants to start coming off?
And that was the thing. I don't know how true it was, but they were saying that the security guard was saying that the
two people jumped him.
Well, I don't know how many people hit him, but his pants was coming off.
Yeah, that's,
like
them joints was down.
They whooped the pants off, dude, man. You knew I was finna say it.
Hey, y'all seen Paul Pierce saying what happened with the why he went into the locker room in the wheelchair game? Hey.
Why nobody mess with Paul Pierce like that, man?
That's another mode just be saying some outlandish stuff for the text. What up? I am Javon Berry.
I am Zamar Tompkins.
I am Chris Shields.
And this is the Baselines and Beats podcast.
Your one-stop shop for hoops, hip-hop, and everything related to the culture.
Real quick, man. We want to give a shout out to the Baseline squad, man. We appreciate all the support we've been sharing, all the likes, all the comments, all the shares. We really, really appreciate it, man. If you're rocking with us, cool. If not, please follow us on Facebook at Baseline Pod, on IG at Baselines and Beats, and on SoundCloud at Baselines and Beats as well. I mean, I think we gotta work on our intros and stuff, you know, to bring some excitement to the game.
You Mr. Robot. I want to give a shout out to
That's what I'm saying. We gotta switch it up, man.
Because last time we let you just do the intro, you start calling us the Baseline Boys.
Well, you know, hey man, we've been getting a lot of support out there for that. But you know,
have we?
Yeah, man. So I was trying to figure out different ways for the intros and stuff. So I hit Shields and I called him up or whatever, and I'm like, Shields, man, what you?
When did this happen?
You remember when I called you?
No.
Okay, now you want to lie because he's front of camera. I called Shields,
right?
And I'm like, yo. What should we do for the intros or whatever? He was like, oh man, I got it, man. Baselines and Beats, #1 in the streets. And I'm like, bro, gee, what?
Nah, tell him what really happened.
What happened?
I was like, big folks, you tripping. That's what happened.
We gonna get the intro game together, man. We gonna be good. Z, lead them off, man.
Baselines and Beats #1 in the streets, though.
I was like, what in the Power 92 is going on with this man, brother? I ain't know what he had going on.
Hey, before we start, man, I want to shout out my man, Jeff Klein, man. He gave me this cool shirt.
Yo,
man.
I was looking at that.
Yeah, you thought it was me?
Huh?
You thought it was me?
No, I didn't think it was
nah,
you.
My fiance, she like, is that you? I'm like, nah, I ain't started no t-shirt line. But nah, this my man, Jeff Klein, man. He got the Super Facts podcast, man. It's on iTunes, Spotify,
Facts,
Anchor. You know what I'm saying? Talking about life situations, relationships. Get a little sports in there, man. It's just a good vibe and a good energy, man. So y'all make sure y'all go check that out.
Facts. Shout out to the Super Facts podcast.
Super Facts.
That shirt kind of dope though, man.
Yeah.
I kind of wanted one, but I don't think my beard there yet.
Nah, you gotta
have a beard to wear the shirt.
Yeah, man, because you got in the facts, you got a beard, so you gotta have a beard to have a shirt.
Yeah, you got a ways to go.
Thanks,
baby folks.
I appreciate you. Go ahead, Z, man.
Yeah, so the streets is talking right now, man. We just seen this the When They See Us documentary 4-part series just came out and everything. Let me get y'all thoughts on it, man. What y'all think of it?
It was heavy, man. It's heavy. I mean, once you know the story and the background to it, I started to watch it. I got through the first episode, half of the second episode, man. It's tough. I think it's one of them things we used to seeing this type of story and these images so much, man. It's like we ain't became numb to them. We get just as angry every time, you know what I'm saying? So it's a lot to digest, especially when you start getting into the images behind knowing the story. You know what I'm saying? It was tough.
Yeah, man. It was Shit, I think tough like an understatement, Joe. I don't even know like
It's heavy.
It's hard to watch.
man, bro, cause you know the feeling it gave me. Y'all ever went to like it's the one here is called the Dusable Museum. And they got other like those black historic civil rights museums. I remember my aunt took me when we was kids, and we went there and we would see all the exhibits of how they treated us during slavery times or whatever. So you would see like lynchings and hangings and castration and all that stuff, and it would give you like a feeling of rage. You know what I mean? That's the vibe I got from watching this.
And you know why I think that is because like you seeing these exhibits and you know the stories behind what happened back in those times. So it's just like with this story, we know the story, and to have those kids portray them roles the way that they did.
And they did a phenomenal job, by the way.
Awesome job, yeah.
For them to portray them roles the way that they did and to have all that emotion displayed on screen, I think that's what make it so heavy, because it's not like now you just know the story. You know the story, now you watching it play out, you know what I'm saying? And played out that well make it tough, make it heavy.
It's powerful, it's incredible, but it also, like you said, it's something that we see all the time. In other shapes or forms when it comes to the justice system. It's like the Laquan McDonald case when those 19 shots was fired at him. The initial police reports was he came up to him with a knife and all this, and that's what everybody was sticking by him. So all the newspapers was calling him a thug, all this, the shooting was justified. Then we see the tape, we see him walking away, we see the shots being rang out. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And I think it's terrifying because it's us when we see it. You know, like, when they see us, you know what I mean?
Right.
So it's terrifying. And you probably can speak to it more, even having a child in this type of climate.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
definitely.
So I can't imagine like your mindset trying to raise a young man.
Because when you think about it, this was what, 30 years ago almost?
30 years ago.
So 30 years ago, we have this going on. 30 years later, the same thing going on is just playing out in different manners. You know what I'm saying? In different ways.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. So, yeah, it's definitely terrifying raising, a young king in this climate.
Yeah, so
I imagine it got to be frustrating too, because like just watching it, like everybody has the same feeling, and it's just tough to watch, and it's like listening to the way that the lady is referring to us as just monsters and these animals these thugs is just rampaging through the park, and it's like the way they misconstruing the word wilding, like we wilding out, like that's not us doing nothing crazy. That's not us.
That's
raging.
a TV show on MTV.
Yeah, it probably wasn't. Well, it definitely wasn't in '89.
Nah.
But it's frustrating because it's like we can't even be ourselves. We can't be us. Like you just trying to take it and twist it, and I guess that's where it comes from. When they see us, that's just how they feel. They see monsters. They see evil. They see darkness, and it's got to be frustrating because, like you said, that was '89. It's 2019, 30 years later, and we still see this. It's ridiculous.
And it's like, man, when you try to wrap your mind around the story, the details, you know what I'm saying? And like I'm debating whether I want to sit CJ down and watch it with him.
Because how old is he?
Because he's not finna be 10 July 1st. It's like he's so young and so naive to the real world.
Yeah.
He see it one way. It's like, do I want to expose him to, okay, this is reality. Like, this is real possibilities, just so you know. And I tell him all the time, when daddy not around, it's going to be some things that happen and occur and take place. You got to be prepared for them. It's like, do I sit him down and show him this just so he can get this in his head, like, right now? But it's like, hell, it's hard for me to watch it. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I just want to shout out Ava DuVernay, man. She did a phenomenal job just producing it, directing it. And it was a couple other producers that I didn't know who was a part of it. Oprah was part of the producing credits. Robert De Niro as well. So that was dope to see when I had seen the producer credits. But for her to bring this vision to life and to project this pain and suffering in such a artistic and vivid way is really powerful. And if you're not familiar with Queen Ava, man, she did the 13th documentary on Netflix. She did Selma, and a host of other films. But yeah, man, it's tough to watch. It's absolutely necessary to watch. And I just want to say one quick thing, man, because it seems like anytime something like this happens, there's always something that bothers me.
I think I know what you finna say.
What I'm finna say?
Have people trying to claim him as a cash grab and everything.
No. I ain't seen that yet. That was super frustrating.
I seen that and it pissed me off.
I seen dumb remarks from people who I would expect. But the thing that bothers me is the overly woke black folks who go out of their way to say, it took a movie for y'all to realize this is how they see us. And I'm like, bro, let us, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just annoying, bro. It's like, yo, this woman painted this perfectly.
Yeah.
And a lot of people didn't know about the case. A lot of people didn't, and I mean, we know you can read something, you know what I mean? You can try to take it in, but seeing it is a whole different animal. You know what I mean? So when
especially as good as she portrayed it, because it's like just visually it's amazing, and it's as hard as it is to watch. It's easy to learn about what we see when we get a chance to see it that way.
Yeah, man. It's like okay, so like when a crime happened, you hear about the crime, you like that's crazy.
Yeah.
But if you see a videotape of the crime, you like, yo, that's crazy. You know what I mean? So it's the same thing. But so please, when something like this happens, just please take it in and learn from it. It's really, really, really powerful, really, really necessary. And if you haven't seen it, please get out there and watch it. When they see us, it's on Netflix. It's a limited series. I don't know how long it's going to be up there. So, man, take them 4 hours and some change and definitely check that out. It's definitely necessary, man. Definitely necessary.
Yeah, and it's super dope because you don't often, like you say, when you see these stories happen in the news, you don't often get a chance to see those type of stories told from our point of view.
Yeah.
Right.
So, like, definitely go check that out.
Yeah. One thing I learned from it is, like, perspective is everything. And how someone can control the media. You know what I mean? Because I'm sure it was people, I mean, they portrayed this, but I'm sure it's people in all their lives were saying they were guilty of it just because the media said they was guilty of it. You know what I mean? And that's something that we deal with as a community all the time. So, if the world thinks of us one way, we must be this way. We must be animals. We must be monsters.
You got people still trying to stick by that they were guilty of that. They were guilty of something. They was out there terrorizing people in the park. Even after all these details and all these facts out, they still want to stick by that.
The lead prosecutor.
Yeah,
lead prosecutor. She feeling the heat from Twitter and the internet and all the social media right now.
Joints, didn't she?
I think she may have, but I know she lost her job on the board of a nonprofit. She's losing a lot of her publishing deals. Books are getting removed.
As she should.
And still to this day, she say they got some part of it. If y'all don't know, y'all current president took out an article in several different New York publications.
$85,000.
$85,000. Spent $85,000 to call for the death of these 5 young men. Because he, it just shows you, this is 89, this is 30 years ago. So it shows you the wiring of somebody, right? You know what I mean? This 30 years ago, the racist undertones and everything that you can feel. These people are animals. These all the time, man.
And even as recent as 2013, could be even more recent, but I know as recent as 2013, he still was sticking by. They were guilty of something.
And they got what was it, 2002? That they got everything got overturned in 2002. And I think they got a settlement in 2014 when they ended up getting their money or whatever. Once I think Bellagio, whatever the mayor of New York, Bellagio, whatever, I don't know his name right now. But so yeah, after they got proven innocent with DNA and all that, he still stuck by. Please just sit down, take some time to watch it. It's extremely powerful. And I think it's real important what you said. Should we expose our children to this? When is the right time? Because it's definitely necessary. Like I said, I harken back to when my aunt took me to that museum, and I might have been around CJ age at the time or whatever. And I had all these feelings, you know what I mean? So when you put stuff in proper perspective, I think you can do pretty much about anything. But yeah, man, definitely check it out, man. Check it out. We're going to make a transition, man, because this is the heaviest of the heavy. We're going to try to lighten it up a little bit, man. And let's talk about some music, man. We got some new releases from Jim Jones, YG, man. Want to get y'all thoughts on it. How y'all feeling about it, man?
Jim Jones got the best album of 2019.
You think so?
Wow.
Yes.
Who all came out so far? That
Best rap album of 2019.
I love the production. I love the production. You know what? I'm gonna say this about Jim. Jim used to irk me back in the day because it always used to sound like he was fighting the beat whenever he used to come on. Listening to this album, man, it's like you can see the maturation with him as an artist, right? And him and Heatmakers made me literally go back and throw on old Dipset joints. Like I was riding over here listening to Dipset Anthem or whatever.
He was doing a little shit with your neck.
Man, all that.
Oh no, man!
I walked into that one. God damn, Z, you gonna throw him the line. Motherfucker.
We out here like he Wayne
LeBron. He was quick too, like I would.
Yes.
Oh man. Hey, you bogus, yo. You bogus. Man. I thought I was gonna be all good this episode. I guess not. But no, man, and the features he picked was kind of dope too, man. I was there. I was definitely digging a joint with him and Fat Joe.
Yeah.
A joint with him and Fred the God Sandwich joint. I think he had like 2-3 joints with Cam on there.
Mm-hmm. He got a joint with
Griselda,
with Benny and Conway.
Yeah, that joint hard. And Cam on that joint too, right?
Cam on that joint too.
That joint hard. What else? It was one more joint that I really like. Can't think of it right now. But yeah, Jim got a real solid project.
You like the joint with Ross, State of the Union? I think that was
I don't really like Ross' verse like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was solid. I don't really like. I don't know why. Cause
you said you did like it.
I do like it.
You like Ross' verse on it?
Mm-hmm.
I ain't really like Ross' joint verse. I don't know why. I get another listen. But yeah, I'm trying to see. You say best rap album 2019 so far. I'm trying hard to debate you. Who all dropped projects?
I gotta go look see who dropped the album.
Yeah,
ain't been nothing memorable.
This is how I was digging the production.
It ain't been a lot of like. I think most of the like high profile releases came last year. Yeah. There ain't been like a lot this year, but I think still to this point, I think he got the best joint.
He definitely
as far
in the
as rapping, production. I think top to bottom, I think he killed that, and I think he gave us a old Dipset feel with a 2019 Jim Jones.
When the last time we heard Heatmakers before this?
They was on Wasted Talent.
Okay.
But see, if you ain't really like in tune with Jim like that, like Wasted Talent was fire.
Yeah. So I remember the promo videos and everything he was shooting from.
Yeah, this ain't just like a Jim just came out of nowhere with El Cop. Nah, Wasted Talent was like fire.
Yeah, I remember him and Cam was playing ball in the park. Y'all seen that promo video?
Oh, that's what that was?
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, so they got some joints on there. And it kind of just feel like the joints they had on Wasted Talent was like so fire. It was like, man, we need to go back in and just
get in
do a whole joint top to bottom. And this is what we got. It's fire.
I was definitely feeling it.
They did the whole album, Heatmaker.
I think so.
I think, maybe it was one or two they didn't do. I know they did the vast majority.
The majority of it.
Yeah,
because I was feeling the production on it. As far as like the rapping and stuff, like it wasn't annoying, but I just, I'm just like I'm listening to it and I'm hearing
man, Jones listen to the podcast.
Nah, I mean I'm not saying it was whack. I didn't think it was whack or nothing, but I felt like I was catching a pattern. You know what I'm saying?
All right, come on.
Yeah, because it's like, he come on and he talk his trash for like a couple bars, whatever, and then he get into like the same like style he been using for years and everything. And it's like, Yeah, it's solid. I thought the production was dope, and I gotta like give it like another listen to before I just like totally just try to say, oh man, fuck that album. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it was solid though.
Shit, was that joint hit hard in the gym?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
What's that? Let's move to YG album, man. What y'all feeling about that joint?
YG, man. I think YG gave us the typical, and I don't mean typical in a bad way, but gave us like the typical West Coast feel that you get from YG.
I thought the intro was hard.
Hard Bottoms and White Socks, nasty. Yeah, nasty. I like that joint. The Stop Snitching joint. That might be my favorite. That might be my favorite.
It got a bounce, Joe. It got a bounce.
That might be my favorite song right now.
It got a bounce.
For real.
And he did the remix with the baby on there.
Yeah.
Oh, you got the baby on the album?
Oh, he got the baby on the album, man.
Oh shit!
But
Man,
it
You gotta go listen now.
Nah, he gonna knock your ass out.
Why you?
But
what's up with you, man?
He don't like dudes with dreads. He said it.
He said that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I
ain't
thought.
worried about it.
Yeah, okay.
Ain't Go Hard had dreads.
Yeah.
He did.
I feel like that dude.
He definitely had
He
dreads.
asked for that ass whooping though. So
Yeah, no, he did. But no, that joint, it definitely got a bop to it. And it's like the Tekashi 6ix9ine diss or whatever.
Yeah.
Cause then he shoot like a little video and the rat was like with like the pink hair, like the Tekashi hair or whatever. It was like a white rat or something like that. Yeah, I think so. I think so.
that was Trippie Redd.
Was that Trippie Redd? I thought that was YG.
That's a Trippie Redd video.
No. Oh no. No, YG did the thing on stage when he put him on stage. My bad. I'm mixing up the two. You right.
Yeah, you mixing up your rappers.
My
bro.
bad. But
Yeah, YG solid though, man. I like the joint with Meek Mill on there too.
Yep.
It's a few joints on there that I'm like really rocking with, real tough.
Yeah,
man.
it was definitely. I like the Nipsey tribute he did. I guess it was like at a live show or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That joint that was definitely decent, man. Yeah, man. But like you said, it was what you come to expect from him, I guess.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
The last album, I like the last album he came with. I think that was like the first time I really started like getting in tune with YG.
Yeah.
And him and Mustard obviously got a connection. You know what I'm saying? Where they can go
They
in.
always dope when they together.
I'm glad they squashed their little beef that they had, because when they together,
They can go in, make some dope music, and you get a good mixture of the two when they bring their worlds together.
Mustard hard, Joe.
I like that whole like little collective they got when it's like him, YG, and Ty Dolla $ign and all that. Man, that's a real solid camp.
Do y'all follow Mustard on IG?
You talking about when he was with when he was with
Taylor? Did you see that?
No. I saw him with
y'all gotta go watch that.
I saw him with what's homie name
Young
from Memphis?
Blackster?
Yeah,
Black youngster.
Yeah, young Blackster.
Yeah,
Black youngster when he was in the gym with him, cussing him out.
Go watch him with Tiana Taylor, bro.
Yeah,
I think he got some of the best content out right now.
straight.
Man, bro, funny as hell.
I gotta check
bro.
it out, man.
Funny,
Cause the joint when he was with Black youngster, man, that mess in the gym had me crying, bro.
bro. Check that man out, bro.
Definitely
ASAP.
check it out. What y'all think about Hov finally hitting that billionaire status, man?
Hey man, we finally got one, man. We finally got one. Hov the goat out here, man. I ain't trying to hit nothing else.
That's dope, man.
Yeah, you can't really argue. You know what I'm saying? The GOAT status, I think, just all across the board, man.
Yeah.
Like,
What you gonna do?
Checking every box, man.
he the blueprint for real, for real.
I think that's super dope, and it shows you like what investing can do.
Yeah.
Because they did like all the breakdowns or whatever, and Duce and Title and whatever, all stuff. It's
Art,
yeah, everything, property,
the catalog.
yeah. $1 billion, bro.
It's crazy to see how much he got his hands in too, man.
Yeah, man, it's extremely dope, man. Like you said, he definitely the blueprint for a lot of folks out here, man. So.
And just to see that, man, at that age, still going hard on so many levels, man, and to be such a good representation of like what a black king should be. You know what I'm saying? Like, he for the culture, he for the people, and like really doing everything he can to like push our culture forward. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I feel like we watching a movie, and like the character arc of Jay-Z is like incredible, because where he started at and where he at now, you know what I mean? Because, you know, he came in, whatever, and then, you know, he had the flashy stage or whatever, and now he just at this, like this wise man, follow me for advice, I'm going to give you the jewels, but he's still producing music at a high level. And he about to be 50 this year.
I think that's the best part about it, though. 'Cause it's like most times you get the rappers and they get older.
Yeah.
And the music not the same. It's not as relevant. You don't want to listen to it as much, but you can still respect him as a businessman. But like Hov just hit $1 billion and can still give you a verse.
But that's what I'm saying. Not like
And an album.
a project that we when is the last time somebody in our genre at 50 years old we will be looking for a project from? I can't.
The oldest person that I can remember that was dropping music probably was like LL maybe, and we
weren't really.
Yeah, we want some CSI or whatever that show is. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I wasn't gonna say it, man.
We'll go there, but for some
L
music,
get a little
nah.
sensitive, man.
I like the young LL. That's why I wasn't gonna say it. But Shill's usually just he ain't got no filter, man.
Yeah, straight to the point, man. But yeah, man, it's dope to see, and I hope he put out another project soon, because these little he mastered like the little bits and pieces and putting verses here and putting verses there to where we like, because when we talked about the verse on Meek joint, what's the joint off of the Carter album, Friends,
Friends, yeah.
Man, Joe, that verse so hard, and it's just stuff like that. Even the little Nipsey quote unquote freestyle he did on stage at the
that's hard as hell.
So to be that dope at this age and he just hitting all these milestones and he giving you all these jewels is just incredibly dope.
And to be that dope and be at an NBA Finals game waving at somebody with damn near like the
like this, yeah. Hey, Joe,
I couldn't even say nothing, bro. You work for Billy, bro. Do you, bro?
Thing,
because remember we was talking about
you better
that,
not
G.
do it, though. I'm clowning you.
If I get a Billy, we gonna be good.
Where you getting that from?
Joe, no, we finna, dog, when this podcast pop, we finna be set.
No, I bet
Man,
not ever
dude,
catch you doing this.
I'm doing all the
wait to do this.
You get a Billy, you get a Billy, I get a Billy.
I'm talking about
Kid
right
get a
now.
Billy.
You
What?
can't right
Why?
now, because you do that now. You just stop that, bro.
When did you see me do that?
All the time.
I feel like you defending your right to be able to do this.
When you come open the door
Jake
for us,
can
you
do
be
it.
like, hey. No, you can't do that, bro. Stop it, bro. Cut
If
it
Jake
out.
can do, Hov did that, man. Hopefully, we wouldn't have to go through that.
Billy. You work for Billy, though.
But what I'm saying is the podcast gonna pop, and we gonna be good.
Okay, until it pops.
So
I
what
better
if it's
ever
the
catch
only
you.
way
Nah.
to get it? You ain't finna do it.
only way.
What if that's the only way? What if Jay say,
bro.
man, all you gotta do is what if he say, you ain't finna do it?
Nah, bro.
Man, you a goofy, man. All the way to a
You gonna be
billion,
like,
bro.
hey, James, let me in.
Man, it's extremely dope, man. It's so stupid, G.
Jay is the perfect elder statesman, man, for
Facts.
the hip hop culture, man.
Definitely.
Facts, man.
And to still be, ingratiated in it, you know what I'm saying? Like on all levels. Like that's super dope.
Why he getting all these instances? Because we seen this. Why he getting all these like silly little wacky incidents, like when he on a jet ski or when he was riding a bike or, you know what I mean?
Jumping in the pool.
Yeah, like where all this coming from, man?
Cause man, Hov, he at that point where he don't care about being cool and doing all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I think he just, you know what I'm saying, one of them people, man, when you just comfortable in your own skin, you
It's
do you.
just-
Like, you know what I'm saying? And it don't matter. You don't care. Like, you know what I'm saying? About
I
what
know
you
that's
know.
right, bro. Because I'm just saying, man.
Look at you.
Hey,
This
man, I'm gonna reach a Billy second.
How?
Hey, girlfriend head ass.
that's like the hip hop billionaire sign or something.
They do it. We all can do it, man. I'm just saying, bro.
I don't know, man.
Y'all think Puff mad?
Nah, Puff probably happy for him, man.
No, I know.
He probably like, damn, that should have been me. Man.
Yeah, because
Like,
Jay could have got it the next day. If Puff was announced first, he'd be like,
Puff be around here showing a lot of love, but I know it's a silent
Little
competitions
Yeah.
under the line.
What about
I mean, I feel like if it's a healthy competition, I ain't got no problem with it. But
nah,
yeah,
they.
I think he probably heard the news and got to doing a Diddy bop and everything,
Oh,
All that.
man, and was happy about it. Went send him some Ciroc or something, man. I think he happy for him.
He call him daddy in the car.
You seen that though, man?
But I was gonna clown him, man. But that's how New York cats talk,
Yeah,
though.
that's why I felt like the internet was going too far with it because
I
ain't
don't
going.
see- I don't see nobody
Man,
else
Joe,
doing that,
Fat Joe, and them, they call each other Poppy and all the time.
I personally
Look,
would.
he said, I don't see nobody else
see it.
do it.
I don't see it.
I think that's how New York cats talk.
like the way he said it.
I mean, at least Harlem cats. I don't know.
Yeah, like the way he said it, I ain't feel like it was something that was just like I didn't feel like
You
he was
think it was
like, he
crazy?
was like, hey, what's up, daddy? And nothing like that. But he,
Bro, don't call me no daddy while I'm shirtless in a pool, bro.
I felt like Meek Mill was kind of looking like, bro, what? But
He had that look.
Meek was
where-
kind of looking. He like uncomfortable, like the camera on. I don't want to stun.
Like,
Like,
yeah.
bro, like he wanted to say that, like,
Like,
bro,
you
don't
just
call me
did that for
daddy.
the-
I'm in the pool, bro.
Hey, he had the same look as when Fab and them was on Drink Champs when he was telling that story.
right.
they teamed both them things up and tried to make it seem like Puff just like super suspect out here, man.
Hey, man. Puff out here living his best life though, man.
Yeah, because he at that point too where he don't care.
That's true. Yeah. So I mean, I'm sure he finna hit that status next though. Yeah, because he right up there, man. I remember when remember when they announced it, when Tyrese announced Dre that he was the first billionaire, and it turned out he was like a little like 200 million short or something like that. He was super hype.
Everybody trying to borrow money from Dre.
It's all good though, man. Shout out to Hove, man. Shout out. So what else we got to talk about, man? We can talk about these playoffs.
Boy, Kawhi, man.
What Kawhi doing, man?
Well, karate style out here,
Wow,
man.
out here not fist bumping, like, bro.
Man, that was weird.
Hey, that mother finger long as hell.
Like, dude literally trying to get the fist. He's like, nah, just
Come on, man.
Go.
Let's go.
Let's go through the tunnel.
What
man.
y'all think about the series so far? Everything, injuries, everything.
I ain't trying to hit none of that. I ain't trying to hit nothing about no injuries, bro.
Why are you not trying to hit nothing about no injuries?
Because that's the game. It's part of the game. It's part of the game.
It's definitely ain't no excuses being made.
Let's rewind this back. What's your issue with the graphic that I posted?
Shields, you know what my issue.
Bro, I don't know.
Can you explain the graphic you posted for the people, please?
Okay, the graphic said that the graphic was showing the accolades accumulated by Andre Iguodala.
You Chris and T.I. The accolades accumulated
by Andre Iguodala, Steph Curry, Draymond Green, and Boogie Cousins. You know, all the All-Stars, MVPs, Final MVP, Defensive Player, all that good stuff. It just was basically saying that they don't have a roster full of scrubs on the floor with KD, Clay, Kevin Looney out. Like, they still Kevon Looney. They still solid. So let's get to your issue, Barry, and Barry.
Well, see,
AKA
I don't.
big folks.
You see how he jumped in and get the name right, man.
Well, no, it's just you got
Kevon.
You all people know you don't want nobody to mispronounce your name.
I'm just saying.
Okay,
Like,
yeah. So
my name is way different, though.
Yeah, I'm just saying, don't, because you know.
Attorney,
Chill, bro.
Yeah, bro, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
bro.
look at you.
Yeah, you know.
Being one of them dirty attorneys. I got some dirt on you, brother.
you a sleazeball?
Yeah, man.
But your graphic it said
I didn't create it, so don't say my graphic.
But no, the graphic that you supported because you put the face like
I just
yo, what you call that?
No, we don't know.
The damn whatever it is, man.
What is it?
Video game? What we doing?
What's the word for the smile face things, man?
Emoji.
The emoji. There we go.
Yo, old ass.
Well, I feel like Paul Pierce.
You look like Paul.
Got both phones. But shut up, man. Shields put the straight face emoji, like basically saying, But you know, when Shields did it was like in a sassy way, so he's but
That's how you interpret things.
that's when Shields did it. So, okay, what did that mean? What did the straight face emoji mean?
Get to your problem.
I just want to know because this graphic was very ridiculous to me. Because,
Why was it ridiculous?
How so?
Because you got 4 players, right?
Yeah.
And all the accolades. I feel like it doesn't take injuries into account, and it's not an excuse. You know, Toronto win the series, which they won't. But if Toronto wins the series, then, you know, good for Toronto. They won the series. But you can't tell me that, oh, you shouldn't be worried about this. Boogie Cousins is such and such an all-star. He coming off a quad injury. It's not the same thing.
Achilles injury.
Is it? I thought it was a quad.
Achilles.
Okay,
Yeah.
he come
Get
more.
your
Worse.
facts
Okay,
together,
yeah,
that's all I'm
my
saying.
bad. I appreciate you. Even worse injury. He's coming off an
Indeed.
Achilles. No,
Tiny.
he's coming off an Achilles injury that was healed. The second injury was a quad. So please, if we gonna run this show, let me do it because only one of us has a law degree, and it's not you.
wow.
So let us
Shout out your firm?
Yeah. I don't have a firm.
Yeah, you
I'm not practicing.
You trying to
right
make a partner at first minute? Uncle Phil gone, you got to take his spot.
Hey, but check it. So Boogie coming off a quad injury. Iggy like 35, 36 years old.
He was 35, 36 years old when he nailed to Dag in game 2. I don't want to hear that.
That's hitting the open three.
I don't want to hear that.
That's hitting the open three.
I don't want to hear that, bro.
But saying he has the same production as 4 years ago is ridiculous.
Or are you assuming that that's
what it implies?
No, that's not. That didn't imply
what does the graphic say?
The graphic is implying a certain level of basketball skill and your experience that you bring along on this floor with you. It ain't saying nothing about you still 26, 25. No, it ain't doing that. But if you're a defensive player of the year, that's showing you have a certain level of skill that when you step on the basketball court, this is what you bringing with you. Boogie Cousins is a perennial all-star. Yes, he coming off an injury. He played pretty good game 2. So when he have a bad game 3, I don't want to hear about he just came from a quad injury. But he probably was the main reason that they won game 2.
But what I'm saying is you can come off an injury. We see people come off injuries and play sporadic all the time. I'll give you a perfect example. When Ray Allen was in Miami, if D-Wade was out, like Kevin Durant is out, and it was just LeBron and Ray Allen, you're not finna say, oh man, they should automatically win because Ray Allen's there.
Who said that?
No, though? But this is what I'm saying. It's a past his prime Ray Allen.
Who passed their prime though?
Iggy not past his prime?
I mean, you jumping all over the place. So
I'm saying I'm just trying to make a parallel.
Pick a man and stick to it like you usually do.
I'm just trying to
loop you back to his defense.
I see what you did, man. You think you funny, Joe.
I'm just saying.
You think you funny.
Just saying.
I'm trying to make a parallel here. That graphic implied y'all shouldn't be worried about nothing because you have this player.
That graphic didn't. That graphic.
It did not.
It did not.
Okay, tell me what
I told you already. I told you what the graphic implied already. It's showing a certain level of skill.
Okay.
After they lose, I don't want to hear about Iggy being 35.
They're not going to lose.
You know what I'm saying?
After they lose a game.
The graphic was posted the game that they lost.
Okay.
I don't want to hear about Iggy being 35. I don't want to hear about Boogie coming off no quad injury. And as I posted, a game like that, that's the game Mr. Draymond Green, so underrated. I want to see him perform to the level that you say he can perform at.
What did he have, like 17, 7?
It was whatever it was.
Huh?
You talking about game 2?
No, you talking about the recent game. He had like 17, something.
It was very meager. And like nobody even remember his performance
today, man.
Nobody remember his performance. All we remember is Steph had 47 and nobody else did nothing. But Mr. Underrated was supposed to come through.
Well, Draymond didn't step up.
Well, yeah, no, that's good. That's what he talking about with the graphic though, because after game 2, everybody in the graphic had played a significant role in getting that win. And after game 3, when they lost, now it's just, oh man, we got injuries, we hurt, man, we ain't got no help.
But it's a difference from having Klay Thompson and not having Klay Thompson. That's a big thing. That's huge.
That is a big thing, but I think you just missing a point of how y'all create excuses for these dudes when they play bad.
I'm not giving them no excuse.
You are. The first thing that came out your mouth was Iguodala is 35. Bro, I don't want to hear that.
Don't tell me about his list of all-stars and when he was a final MVP. That's arguable that he should have been a finals MVP anyway. If we want to have that debate, that's like going to Atlanta and saying, man, Vince should got y'all to the playoffs. He was such and such all-star. The man like 40 years old.
Who talking that voice?
Hey, where you get these voices from?
Man, Joe, I'm just saying, bro.
You like the dude off Split, bro. You just be hopping in and out
all
of
over
these
the place.
boys. Who are these dudes? Oh, these your secret lovers. I see what's going on. Hey, keep your love life away from this podcast, all right? We don't want to hear about what's going on at home, all right?
I'm going to give it to you. You cooking this episode. You cooking this episode.
Hey, don't ever tell me you gonna give it to me.
I'm looking like I know I couldn't have been the only one that caught that, man.
I don't want it.
Like,
don't ever
get you heard it too, man. Come on, man. You like, I'm gonna give it to you.
Don't ever look me in my eye and tell me you're gonna give
Some of us have to be mature. Some of us
That's your mature voice?
are trying to reach a Billy.
my God.
And we
Oh man.
some of us are taking
real suspect. This
some of us are taking lessons from Jay-Z and trying to reach $1 billion.
Don't bring
It's not going to be achieved with all this foolishness.
You over here telling him, I'm gonna give it to you, daddy. You tripping
bro.
today,
Okay,
man.
whoa.
Whoa.
That phrase. You said that phrase.
You
No,
definitely
you
said
put
daddy.
those words in a line together.
Those are your
you
highlights.
put those words in it.
Those are your highlights of the day, because you've been doing this nonstop since we brought it up. You looked him in the eye and told me you was gonna give it to him.
Time out. To get that, what you said, you would have to chop and clip different things for me. For you, you would just have to take one take. You said those words in a line, and you was looking at Shields and waving at Shields. Oh, I can't believe it. You right? Yeah.
But those are your highlights today.
Son.
Look at you trying to jump back in the
truth is coming
league.
out.
No, it's not.
Look at them glasses.
Desperate at this point now. You gonna try to make fun of somebody's glasses.
Look at them glasses.
Who is this dude,
you got his back? Go ahead. You got his back. You got his back. You got his back. Go ahead.
He's like, man, let me split these dudes up the bottom, man. I can't beat this super team.
It's the art of war, like my boy Dame said, man. Whatever that.
Yeah, he at home.
You tried the Jedi mind trick, but it didn't work.
She just had to think about it. Wait, did he wave at me?
But back to the topic at hand.
Okay, let's talk about
Just
it.
cut the excuses for the Warriors.
I'm not making Joe. If they lose, they lose.
No, if they lose, they lose. And Clay is a big missing piece.
Yep.
KD already said he gonna be out for game 4.
Yeah.
But I feel like, and I felt like before the series started, I don't feel like they need KD to win this series.
But they need Clay.
Yeah, they need
If Clay played, do they win his last game?
Who knows? Because you got to see what version of Clay you get when he play.
Yeah, because...
And that's why I'm not trying to hear it, because if he got out there on a bum leg and...
No, I'm saying if he didn't get hurt.
No, I'm just saying, but...
And they already got the built-in excuse right now if they lose, because if they lose, you already starting it, this...
What excuse am I giving?
This guy coming off a quad injury, and here come Clay, he coming off a hamstring.
And he's
and
35.
He's 35.
Y'all acting like Boogie made the All-Star game this year. The man came off a quad and Achilles injury. It's a real injury.
Right,
Like,
but you celebrated him in game 2 when he
What
was
did I say?
a key contributor.
You tell me what I said.
I don't know. I didn't say you said anything.
Okay,
So
because don't tell me. I celebrate because listen,
You was definitely celebrating Draymond though.
because he performed well.
Yeah.
Right.
He did.
And if
Did
he
you
have a
celebrate
bum
in
game the
game
next game, then
He had a bum game. I'm not making excuses for him. But it wasn't a bum game. He didn't shoot a dud. But what I'm saying is,
Why he didn't shoot a dud?
what was his stats?
He was like 6 for 14 or something.
Let me look up the stats. Look at the.
I mean, so that ain't a dud, but that ain't this.
What he had? 17, whatever and whatever.
Yeah, 17. He was like
What's
6
the
for
whatever?
14, like 4 rebounds.
Okay,
And
he didn't.
It was meager.
Okay, he didn't perform to the level that he should have. I agree with you on that.
The level you say he is.
I'm just trying to get y'all to stop saying the man overrated. Y'all acting like I'm saying the man Michael Jordan.
Answer me this.
Okay.
You're not saying that he Michael Jordan, but a game that just like they say, Steph Curry needs these, stamped final moments to solidify himself top 10 all time. You say Draymond is not overrated.
Okay.
Wouldn't a game like Game 3 be the perfect time to come
Absolutely.
out, perform on that level, and show, okay,
Absolutely.
Clay out, boom, don't trip, I got this.
Absolutely.
But like we say, he's more of a system player, and he needs Steph and Clay to bring his value and his stats to a certain level. When you take one of those guys away, now you looking,
bingo.
I don't think you get. He's never been a scoring threat.
Who said anything about scoring?
But what I'm saying is he with nobody is talking about, by the way, with Clay out, he is now the primary defender on Kawhi Leonard. Right?
Okay.
Okay, so if you're guarding the best player on the floor and you're already not look, man, I'm just what are you trying to say, man? I'm just saying, bro. Everything changes.
Every starter scored more than 15. So, I mean, you having to guard Kawhi, whether you guarding Kawhi, one game you're going to have to guard Siak. Bro, it come with the territory.
No, I feel you.
And especially if you saying that he's not a scoring threat and it's not his job to score, and he just got to play one side of the floor.
But I mean, you got to make up the point somehow. But what I'm saying is he just can't play one side of the floor. I'm not saying, I feel like anytime we had this discussion, y'all are saying that I'm saying this man is like top 5 all time. And I'm not saying that. That's what y'all making it seem, because you're like, man, you said he's just an amazing superstar.
So what was the problem in Game 3 then? What was the problem?
The lack of defense.
Was it okay?
And couldn't hit open shots. As we seen, I think Draymond shot like 2 air balls.
Okay.
It was, I mean,
Who just shot 2 air balls?
Draymond. He's not a shooter. I'm sorry.
You can tell us about a lot of things that he not. You show, but you be so quick to say, oh man, he ain't overrated.
I'm just saying.
But you be quick to tell us everything that he can't do. He can't play one side of the floor. He never been a shooter.
Over there,
He's not a shooter. Is he a shooter?
My point is, you tell us all these things that he's not, but why are you so adamant that this guy is wherever you want to place him at? You just say that he's not overrated.
What do I place him at?
I don't know where you place him high.
You was definitely
What's
telling
that?
us on the last episode that he had a passing gift. Like you was like,
He does. First off, don't do that because you agree with me. And we can look up the tape. No. You agree with me.
dude, can you relax?
You agree
today,
with me.
man? Like,
Okay.
You really out here trying to get ahead in the arguments today.
Tell me. What you was going to say?
What we were saying last time is that he looks so good in this system because he has people to pass the ball to, right?
Okay.
Klay Thompson didn't play Game 3, right?
Okay.
How many assists he have?
I don't know.
Like 4.
I think Steph led in assists. But everything changed. Steve Kerr had the ball in Steph's hands like the whole game. Steph played like 43, 44 minutes. Like, y'all saw the game. Everything was in. Draymond did not run Trigger Man in offense.
Why not?
Steve Kerr didn't have him do it.
Why not?
Let's call Kerr. Get Steve Kerr on the phone, please.
Because
get Steve Kerr on the phone, kid, so we can ask him
his personnel needed
if
to
he has
put
a passing
Draymond in the position to flourish. When you don't have those other players, now things change. Because if you watch their games, you got 2 of the best shooters ever. So when you running these screens, everybody is overplaying. So as they overplaying, it's easy to throw a dumb down pass to somebody cutting to the basket, a Sean Livingston, a Kevon Looney.
So can I ask y'all why he is the trigger man on offense when Steph and Klay are both off the floor? If that's the case, because
He's the trigger man when they off the floor, but playing with who?
second unit.
Okay, give me the personnel who's out there.
Who is what would the unit be? Draymond,
Quinn Cook,
Draymond, Quinn Cook,
Jerebko,
Draymond, Quinn Cook,
Jordan Bell.
The hell up there?
Man, I'm trying to think, man.
I'm naming all the names.
Sean Livingston.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd probably be the lineup. So why is he the trigger man on offense then? And the greatest shooters of all time are not on the floor.
Those are some solid
it's easy
shooters
for
off
you
the
to
bench,
say
though.
that, but are they flourishing? Is the offense clicking at this time?
It has been times, yes.
I mean, it's easy for you to say that, but without some video where I can say, okay, you right. I mean, we just
okay. All right. So
just throwing shit at the wall.
I got to find tape. So if I find the tape and I
show me
and I put it in the group chat, what you gonna say?
I'm gonna say, okay, you was right.
About what?
But if you can't find this footage that you're talking about, then you just saying,
it happens a lot, and I know I can find it, and I can chop it up, and I'll send it to you.
I mean, I don't with the personnel you just named, I don't see nothing going on.
What you just did with this is like dangerously close to this.
Wow, dude.
I see.
Like, you like Mr. Fantastic out here reaching today, man.
Reaching.
It was.
Stop squinting your eyes at him, man.
Hey, man.
Hey, why you keep telling me what? I'm just trying to live my. Y'all just said Hov can live his
living your
best
truth?
life.
You living your
can
truth?
live his best life.
Is that what you mean? You living your truth?
It's the light. The light is
live
bright.
your truth.
The
Hov
light is
50.
bright.
Live your
Hov is a
truth.
50-year-old billionaire.
So what?
You 29?
I want to be a billionaire.
You want to live your truth, though.
You
You just said, I'm living my, finish it.
living my truth.
On the Baseline and Beats podcast. Exclusive.
What's wrong with that? We all should live our truth.
You finna be defending yourself in a minute.
I don't see what's wrong with living your truth. We all
Living your
should.
truth. You want to give it to me?
Okay, whoa, bro.
Living your truth.
Bro.
Nah, they can watch this whole episode back and know I ain't on none of that. I'm just repeating what you said. I'm just gathering all this
Chop
evidence.
that up and put it in the soundboard.
Now you just
Gathering all this evidence.
man.
This is very.
Hey, man, what you defending him for, man?
You just try to come at me with the same thing, man.
You know what?
Hey, I see what's going on here.
I'm uncomfortable.
I see what's going on. I came to the conclusion. I know what's going on here.
What's that?
I know what's going on here. I ain't gonna say it, but I see it. We all see it.
Yeah,
the world see it.
You living your truth.
You was tickled when we was talking about Puffy calling niggas daddy. Like, bro,
How was I tickled?
bro, I'm uncomfortable.
I see. You see?
I'm uncomfortable.
Dirty prosecutors.
Man,
Look at him.
My fiance gonna watch this. Baby, I can't even come back no more, bro.
She gonna watch this.
you
and
can't hang out with that
She
Javon,
gonna watch this and be like, this is just how you act at home.
She gonna be like,
This is just how you act at home.
That going to that, nah, it's over with. No more podcasting on Thursday. Gonna podcast your ass down right here on this couch. And I ain't gonna even be able to argue with her.
Man, you know what? You're right.
I see what's going on.
What's going on?
Nah, it's all good.
You living your truth.
I see what's going on.
This is an open and shut case.
We should all.
I'm trying to talk in terms that you understand, attorney at law.
We should all live our truth, because if not,
Hey,
then
what
we
does
being
that
fake.
actually mean?
Being who you are.
All right.
Who are you?
I am on the road to be a billionaire.
There go one of them voices.
I'm on the road to being a
That's
billionaire.
your customer service
Hey
voice.
man, listen, bro. I'm on the road to being a billionaire, man. I already figured it out.
Big folks, aka Split.
I forgot what we was talking about. Hey, so
Hey, you've been a couple of people today, man.
this little thing I got going on.
All his little voices coming out the closet. That's why he living his truth. They all
living
coming
his
on
truth,
now, one
man.
at a time.
Go ahead, man. Y'all just do the thing. Y'all
That's
playing
cool,
circus
man.
music.
Y'all need me to leave?
You finna be a billionaire. You gonna wave bye-bye.
They coming out one at a time.
That was funny.
It was hilarious.
Oh, was it hilarious?
Hey, you know how the little clown car pull up and everybody hop out? All his personality jumping out. And they all sassy. Oh, man.
Hey, man, I'm trying to be a professional podcast here, man. And all the advertisers, please, man, please reach out, man, because I don't know what to say, man. I just this motherfucking shield's a hawk, man. You can't even sneeze the wrong way around this, man.
Man, watch your setup.
Well, why you sneeze like that? What that mean? What kind of sneeze was that? But
Going forward, though, what's going to happen with this Warriors Raptors series?
I think the Warriors end up winning the series.
How, though?
Klay Thompson comes back for Game 4. They win Game 4. See, I didn't see it going 7.
You ain't gonna do the whole thing that Draymond did, how he explained how it's gonna work out?
Nah.
They finna run off 3 in a row?
That's what Draymond
That's
said.
tough. They're going to win Game 4. If KD back for Game 5, then maybe.
You really think KD can come back and play this series?
I think he is.
Wait a minute. Jesus Christ.
What?
Because you just told me about all these guys, how they come back from injury.
What happened?
You told me about Boogie coming back from the quad injury and Achilles injury.
Facts.
KD got calf, Achilles. We don't really know.
It's calf.
Calf. I mean, that's what they said.
It's what it is.
When it first happened, what did you say it was?
Calf.
That's what you said?
That's what my medical diagnosis.
No, it wasn't. No.
Yes, it was.
It's okay. You lying on a public
No,
forum.
I'm not. Did I say it was Achilles?
Yes, you
doctor
did.
and a lawyer.
Did I?
You did.
When?
Anyway, man.
Nah, man, that don't mean nothing.
Anyway, that's what you pushing off of. So I just find it hard for them to, okay, he gonna come back for Game 2. All right, maybe Game 3. Nah, he's out for Game 4. So we steady pushing this thing back, which just makes me have no faith in, okay, this man is really gonna be prepared to play in the NBA Finals.
So you don't think
and perform at a high level, guarding one of the best players on. I don't see it happening. Okay. I don't see you just plugging him in and all right, here we go. I don't see him being
Especially
ready to play
if you,
like that.
See him how he was in the tunnel after the game the other day. He had his whole ankle
iced up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. They ain't even got him. They ain't even got him cleared to practice. Mm-hmm. And he just finna come in the game and.
So he not even practicing.
Being very, very cautious.
But you think
I think if he comes back for Game 5, because Game 4 is what's that? Another 4 days from Game 5.
So why can't he just come back, throw him on the floor, and then he good to go? But you can't do the same thing with Boogie Cousins.
Boogie Cousins was an Achilles that he was out all year for. Didn't get to get any.
You corrected me and said it was
no. Listen, let me finish because I'm going to say if you let me finish.
Them voices, man.
It's an Achilles he was out the entire year for.
He was out the entire year?
Well, from a year, a calendar year, like an actual year, from when it happened to whenever. He missed an entire year. Not an NBA season, but from whatever. He didn't get to get a rhythm, right? Because he didn't play. He comes back from injury, right? Fucking excuse. Did he comes back? I'm telling you the facts. He comes back from injury, right? And then he gets a quad injury. So he can't play again. So you're asking me why he can't come back and need X amount of time, but KD played all year and he's missed a month. So
what does that have to do with the injury though?
But
which stops you from performing at the level you perform.
I agree. I'm not saying he's gonna come back and be 100%, but what I'm saying is if I had to bet on who is gonna come back more in rhythm, I would take the guy who played all year and missed a month than the guy who sat out for almost a year, played a little bit, got injured, and had to come back from a different injury.
He came back when? In February? Boogie?
It was sometime in February.
After All-Star break, March?
February. I think it was February.
Okay.
February until what round of the playoffs did the
first round? April.
First round. So February, April he played. So 2-3 months, that ain't enough time for you to get a rhythm. And no.
You seen it when Bron missed 18 games.
But he not finna have to do the same thing, Bron.
Bron missed 18 games and then what?
And you ain't see him laboring? He still performed. He's still LeBron James, but you didn't see him laboring, playing. Well, we got up here and talked about it.
I don't remember.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember saying LeBron was laboring.
We was talking about he couldn't move laterally on defense. We had this whole conversation.
Man, averaged 28, 8, and 8.
LeBron James is amazing, but he didn't perform to whatever.
He didn't play defense, is what you saying.
It was
because clearly he played offense, averaging 28, 8, and 8.
LeBron could average 28, 8, and 8 in his sleep. This is not the conversation that we talking about. We talking about
performing. Only thing you telling me is that he wasn't moving laterally, which I only said I saw a guy who just not exerting himself on defense. I don't know if I can say. Oh, he don't look well moving laterally.
Why did whoever that lady was, his trainer or whatever, said he shouldn't even have came back? And they said he was still playing through injury. He came back too early. They said he was supposed to be out for what did they say? That was damn near like a 6-month injury that he was supposed to be out, and he rushed him back.
Man, at the end of the day, my whole point is 3 months is more than enough time to get yourself in the rhythm. I don't want to hear about these
coming off an Achilles, man.
And you just expecting to throw KD out here.
And it's not the same injury.
But you think KD finna get in the game?
This is still what you pushing off of.
But a calf is not as worse as an Achilles.
They telling you it's a calf. You believe
so
that.
we assuming it is an Achilles. Because if it's an Achilles, he's not coming back at all.
I don't think he is.
I feel like the injury is definitely more serious than what they actually saying it is.
Okay,
they just gonna keep gaming it game by game, and us. Oh, he ain't gonna play this game. He ain't gonna play this game. So we got this in the back of our mind, just like you saying. If he comes back, what we doing here?
Can I ask you a quick question? Why would they do that? Why wouldn't they just say it's an Achilles injury? What would be the purpose of that?
You don't want to put that kind of info out there and leave you with this glimmer of hope that, okay, well, maybe he come back. I don't know. Maybe it's psychological warfare. I don't know. But
it be an emotional letdown for the team.
It don't make sense. That could be it too. When you hear, man, he's done, it's like, because that was they thought anyway when he had this non-contact, grabbing the back of your leg. Oh man, KD done for. Everybody, including you, said he done for. That's his Achilles. We've seen this before.
You might be mixing me up with somebody else, bro.
I remember you, bro.
Nah, I don't think so, man.
Sis.
Chill out, man. What I'm saying is, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm trying not to laugh at what he said, man. Boy, God damn, man.
My bad.
So, what was I saying?
You was talking about KD and when he come back.
What I'm saying is, I personally don't believe it's an Achilles injury. It's just so many ramifications from it being that just it like affects the whole free agency thing. Like everything shuts down. So they're gonna say like after the finals over and they're gonna announce that it was an Achilles injury. Are they gonna say it then? Or like is it like
No.
I think he's gonna play game 5.
So you think that he is gonna go from not being able to practice to being able?
I think they're being overly cautious with him.
But I mean,
Why
at the
would you
same
be
time, you
overly
can't
cautious?
even practice though.
Why would you be overly cautious and you down 2-1 in the NBA Finals? This is for everything. All the chips is on the table.
That's what the whole
Why
year
are
is
we
about.
gonna be overly cautious and we down 2-1?
KD game 5, book it.
Why you?
My sources have told me.
Shut up, man.
My sources have told me.
You
KD
always expect him
game
to play
5,
game 5?
book it.
When did you come to that conclusion?
You wiped your hands of it.
My sources have let me know.
Who are these sources?
My sources have let me know.
Big sissy.
We good, man. We all right.
I guess so, man.
All right, man. But you got more to say? Let me know.
I'm just I don't feel like Kevin Durant finna be able to go from.
Okay, bro. That's it. Hey, that's the feeling. A lot of people saying
Right,
Jalen Rose
and
saying
you just
that.
asked, are we
Max-
okay? And I said, I guess so.
Okay.
And then I said that, and now you over
Okay,
there.
I'm just saying, man. Hey, I think he is gonna play.
You think
We
he's gonna be a
we'll see.
difference maker?
I think he definitely will be a difference maker.
I just feel like it's a long.
So y'all got the Warriors winning the series?
I never had the Warriors win.
I mean,
this
no.
series.
You got the Raptors winning the series?
Yeah.
Cheers.
I had the Warriors from jump, but now I don't know, bro.
Well, tell me who you got.
I don't know, because I mean, Clay, that makes a difference in how this thing gonna go.
Okay.
I never expected KD to play at all anyway, so I ain't even banking on whether he come back or not. And especially seeing what's going on with him now, like I said, they game by game. I was like, yeah, for this game, yeah. Going somewhere, like just get out the picture, bro. Clay is what's gonna matter. So I mean, depending on whether he come back and how he look, I think that's gonna determine how this thing go.
Okay.
They better not lose game 4 though.
They ain't losing game 4.
I don't know, man.
You praying they don't lose game 4. You got
Hey.
the Warriors?
I got the Warriors.
He definitely got the Warriors.
I got the Warriors winning.
Should have seen him over at my house acting a fool during game 2.
Nah, you was mad.
Because you was.
Nah,
over
I was acting a fool. Why? Because
Yeah, open
know,
the floodgates, baby. Yeah.
anybody who roots, I'm acting a fool. You know what, man? I tell you, man.
Oh shit.
I'm on the road to a Billy, man. We're gonna take this podcast to a Billy. Y'all ready to be billionaires?
Man, take that Draymond swimsuit you got on off, bro. Let's get out of here, bro. Let's get out of here, man.
I don't even know what that means, man. But this has been this week's episode of Baselines and Beats podcast, man. Thank you for tuning in. Z, holla at the people for me, man.
Make sure y'all liking, sharing, subscribing, and everything. Hitting them like buttons. Tell people how you like this episode. Tell us how you like the episode. Talk to us. Leave comments. We love to hear from y'all. Tell us where you from. All that good stuff. Get the social media thing popping.
Message Barry, and Barry.
This dude,
Call
man.
it a pitch.
Tell
Need
that
defense.
man to stop just living this truth thing. This was a wild episode, bro.
Man, listen. Man.
Hey, before we go, you gonna wave goodbye?
Peace out, y'all. Appreciate it.
Dude.
Peace. Baselines and Beats, we out.
This dude.
I'm on the road to a Billy, baby. Catch up. This ain't Hey man, hold did it, man. And he got $1 billion.